Good morning, class. All right, so this morning, before we start our main discussion, I have a question. What was our topic yesterday? Okay, the importance of technology. So this time, our lesson this morning is all about the imaginative writing, technical writing, academic writing, and other forms of writing. Okay, so I will show you my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so again, our lesson this morning is all about imaginative writing, technical writing, academic writing, and other forms of writing. Okay, so before we dig deeper to our main topic this morning, let's define first what's the creative writing. So, the word creative is defined in varied ways. It is the ability to create, imaginative, characterized by originality and expressiveness. So, therefore, creative writing is generally defined as writing that is imaginative, creative, and original. So this generally covers all areas of fiction, such as novels, short stories, poetries. However, it can also include the nonfiction, such as feature articles or magazines. Okay, okay, let's proceed. Okay, the imaginative writing. So, in imaginative writing, it is a mode of writing characterized by inventiveness of situation, perspective, or story, and distinguished from other modes such as expository rather and persuasive writing. So the term is used synonymously with creative writing. Okay, that's imaginative writing. So let's be mindful that the imaginative writing, it is a term that refers to many different forms of fiction. So it is similar to creative writing. It is a type of creative writing. So it is covers all different styles, forms, and genre. Okay, I will give you some examples for this imaginative writing. Okay, first example is novel writing. Okay, second is short stories, flash fiction. Fourth is poetry, and the fifth is plays, and the last is memoir. I know you are familiar with this, the example of imaginative writing. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, the technical writing. The technical writing, it is a type of writing uh, about a particular subject that requires direction, instruction, or explanation. So, this style of writing has a very different purpose and different characteristics than the other writing styles, such as the creative writing, the academic writing, or business writing. Okay, so always remember that technical writing is a straightforward with easy to understand explanations and instructions dealing with a particular subject. Okay, it is an efficient and clear way of explaining something and how it works. Okay, I will give you some examples for technical writing. Okay, first example is instruction manuals. The second is book reports. The third is research paper. And the fourth is business letters. And the last is memorandum. Okay, that's the example for technical writing. Okay, let's proceed. Academic writing. So, in academic writing, it is clear, concise, focused, structured, and backed up by evidence. Okay, its purpose is to aid the reader's understanding. So, it is a formal tone and style, but it is not complex and does not require the use of long sentences and complicated vocabulary. So, in academic writing, is nonfiction produced as part of academic work. Okay, so Academic writing is a process that starts with posing a question, evaluating an opinion, and ends in answering a question or question posed. Okay, take note. It is clarifying the problem or arguing for a stand. Okay, I will give you some examples for academic writing. Okay, first example is reports on empirical fieldwork. Second is research in facilities for the natural sciences or social sciences. And the third is monographs in which scholars analyze culture. The fourth is propose new theories. And the last is develop interpretations from archives as well as the undergraduate versions of all of this. Okay, that's the example for academic writing. Okay, let's proceed. The four types of writing style. Okay, there are four types of writing styles. First is persuasive writing. The second is narrative writing. The third is expository writing. And the last is descriptive writing. Okay, first is let's discuss on what's all about the persuasive writing. Okay, persuasive writing. For this writing style is the writer is trying to convince the reader of the validity of a certain position or argument. Therefore, the persuasive writing is intends to convince the readers to believe in an idea or opinion and to do an action. So, many writings such as criticisms, reviews, reaction papers, editorials, proposals, advertisements, and brochures, and use different ways of persuasion to influence the readers. Okay, take note, influence the readers. That's the persuasive writing. Okay. Example of persuasive writing is letters of recommendation, cover letters, or op-eds, editorial newspaper articles, argumentative essays for academic papers. Okay, let's proceed to second uh, type or writing style. Okay, narrative writing. Narrative writing is often seen in longer writing samples. The purpose of this writing style is to share information in the context of a story. So the narrative should include the characters, conflicts, and settings. Okay, always remember that a narrative writing, it is a form of writing that tells a story. Okay, class. So the narratives can be essays or fairy tales, movies, and jokes. So the narratives have five elements: plot, the setting or character, conflict, and theme. Okay, so the writers use narrator style or chronological order, a point of view, and other strategies to tell a story. That's the narrative writing. Examples for narrative writing are short stories, novels, poetry, and historical accounts. That's the examples for narrative writing. All right, so let's proceed to um, expository writing. Okay, expository writing is this type of writing is used to explain a concept and share information to our broader audience. So, an expository writing provides the evidence and statistics or results and focuses on the facts of a certain topic. So, this type of writing is not meant to express opinions. Examples: how to articles or textbooks, news stories, or not editorial or op-eds, but it is business, the technical, or scientific writing. Okay, that's the expository writing. Okay, let's proceed. Descriptive writing. So descriptive writing is a type of writing is used to depict imagery to create a clear picture in the mind of the reader. So this method helps the readers become more connected to the writing by appealing to their senses. Okay, the descriptive writing is it is a writing that is used to describe the topic that you wish to write. So it is about giving descriptions to a certain subject. Okay, examples. First example is poetry. Second is fictional novels or plays. Next is memoirs or first-hand accounts of events. That's the descriptive writing. Okay, so there are different writers that start writing in a varied ways. So some begin with an interesting opening dialogue, and others start with small scattered ideas, which they patch together until a pattern develops. So always remember, class, that others are initially fascinated with a character and make a story around that character. Okay, here are some helpful approaches you can adopt when you begin writing. Okay, the first is read all forms of writing. Reading always helps generate all sorts of ideas. Second, keep a notebook handy. You will never know when an idea will come along. The third is write in your notebook your observations, impressions, and and the lines that you hear from someone. Next is learn to appreciate the magic and power of words, their meanings, and their vagueness. People who love to say and hear words generally have better chances of putting something on paper. The next is observe how people talk and relate to one another, and listen to their conversations, make guesses about their characters and personalities, and watch out for their mannerisms and ways of talking. Okay? The next is read the anecdotes, the song lyrics, the Facebook post, and descriptions of people, films, and painting, dance, and music. Okay? The next is when you have written something, read it aloud or even record it. So this is a good way to spot errors in your language and sentence constructions, the dialogues or descriptions that are not working, or phrases that are awkward. Okay? The last is keep an open mind about criticism. So what you have written is not the final one, and it can still be improved and developed through time and practice. Okay? Okay, class. So that's it for our discussion this morning. So, do you have any questions? Okay. Are you sure? None so far? Okay. So, for our activity for this morning about the imaginative writing, technical writing, academic writing, and other forms of writing, since you don't have any questions, all you need to do is write your learnings, this topic for this morning. So, in 3 paragraphs. So for the font style is Times New Roman and font size is 12, and post it to in our Google Classroom. Is that clear? Okay. Okay, so in 10 to 15 minutes, we will have a quiz for this morning. Okay, we will have a short quiz. I will give you a link for our short quiz after, or if you are done with our activity this morning. All right? Okay.